here in the bubble, but we have to talk about a major story that a lot of people woke up to this morning, and that is the passing of Jesse Jackson, 84 years old, surrounded by his family. Of course, a prominent civil rights leader and somebody who ran for president a couple of times, remembering this DNC speech in 1984.
I'm more convinced than ever that we can win. We have fought up the rough side of the mountain. We can win. I just want young America to do me one favor. Just one favor. Exercise the right to dream. You must face reality, that which is, but then dream of the reality that ought to be, that must be.
Some 2 decades, even more, before America elected its first black president. Jeannie, what are your thoughts on not just the legacy? You're going to hear a lot about that today. I don't even know what that means all the time when we talk about politicians, but the impact that he had on the Democratic base was what?
Enormous. I mean, I think in the later part of the 20th century, there's nobody on the Democratic side who had was a bigger force. He changed, you heard the beautiful oratory there. He ran for president twice. He was a civil rights icon working with Martin Luther King. He worked overseas, but what he did in terms of impacting Black public officials running for office and seeing themselves as people capable of running for office, so many of them say today that they were told as children to repeat the phrase that he made famous, "I am somebody." And that was what helped them catapult into elected office or into leadership writ large. And he was not just a great orator, he was a great political mind. Without him changing the way that we manage and count delegates on the Democratic side and proportional representation, there would be no Barack Obama. So in all ways and every ways, he changed things. He wasn't perfect, but his impact is enormous, including 2 sons who have either been in or are running for Congress. That's quite a legacy.
Yep, that's right. And Jonathan Jackson is still reporting for work on Capitol Hill. Ashley, he of course was a Democrat. There's no doubt there. But Jesse Jackson impacted politicians around the political spectrum as a black man in this country, running for president, mounting a serious campaign before that was considered mainstream.
Absolutely. And I also think, Joe, one of the things that Jeannie was talking about what he did for Black individuals and public leaders across the country, but also remember in 84 and 88 when he ran, he also went and was able to bring in the poor white people as well. I mean, there's an iconic picture of him in Iowa with sitting on a tractor with a bunch of white farmers around him. But I think that's something, and people have kind of been talking about this today as well, is kind of that economic populist message that actually, ironically, Trump taps into as well. But he did that. He was the first to do that, and he was a brilliant communicator. He was somebody that was able to really utilize, obviously, his gift of being able to message, but also the media. If you think about 84, 88, and there forward, up until maybe Barack Obama, JFK, maybe early, a little earlier, they were not. He was able to get the populist message across differently than anybody else.
Really interesting, and appreciate both of your thoughts on that. Ashley Davis and Jeannie Shanzano, our great political panel today. We'll be back in hour 2 as we welcome our global television audience.